Let's continue the remaining portion of triangulation adjustment. So initially we know the distribution of errors, then the spherical axis, and then how to calculate or how to the computation of the sides of spherical triangle by the spherical trigonometry. So we can use the trigonometry to calculate the sides of spherical triangle. Knowing the length of one side and the three adjusted angles, the lengths of the other two sides can be calculated by the formula of the spherical trigonometry. So here is the spherical triangle. In general, that side is exactly straight, joining the 3 points, forming the three angles. But in case of spherical triangles, what will happen? That addition of three angles, it is more than 180 degrees. So we can say that it is the spherical triangles. Uh, Let A, B and C adjusted angles of the spherical triangles. A, B, C and 3, A, B and C are the adjusted angles of the spherical triangle. A is the length BC, B is the length AC and C is the length AB. Out of three sides, one side is known, BC or A is the known side. Angle A1, angle subtended by the side BC. So this is the angle A1 subtended by the angle BC at the center of sphere. At the center of the sphere. B1, angle subtended by the side CA, it is B1 at the center of the sphere. And C1 is the angle subtended by the side AB at the center of sphere. The calculations are done in the following three steps. Step number 1, calculate the central angle A1 of the side BC. Here we know the length of BC or length of A during the observation. So we can take the advantage and then we can calculate the angle A1 first. So if we consider this is an arc, so arc is equal to R into the central angle. R is the radius of earth into central angle. So we know the length of arc, it is A or BC. So this central angle, this in these three terms, central angle is unknown. So you can calculate that central angle is equal to arc divided by R. So A1 is equal to central angle A1 is equal to 180 degree by into A divided by pi R. So we can convert the radian angle from radians to degree, pi by 180. A into R. A is the length and R is the radius of earth, where A1 is in degrees. So we can calculate this angle is in degree instead of radians, and R is the radius of earth. So this is the first step where we can calculate the A1, the first angle A1. Then knowing the A1, calculate the central angles B1 and C1 by the sine rule. If we know the A1 and one side, then we can calculate the remaining angles and sides by the sine rule. So sine B1 is equal to sine A1 divided by sine B sine A. And similarly sine C1 is equal to sine A1 sine C sine A. So this is the second step to calculate the central angles B1 and C1. Step 3, knowing the central angles B1 and C1, calculate the corresponding lengths of arcs, that is the CA and AB. CA and AB by the following relation. So that B is equal to, or the AC is equal to pi into R into B1 divided by 180 degree. So pi into R into B1 divided by 180 degree. Here in the previous equation we know that B1 and C. So C is equal to C, that is AB is equal to pi into R into C1 divided by 180 degree. So we can calculate the three parts, or we can calculate the sides of spherical triangle by using the spherical trigonometry. In the step 1 we can calculate the central angle, or we can calculate the even unknown angle, then the other angles, and the two sides, two unknowns, that is B and C, that is AC and AB. Okay, so I will stop here. Thank you.